That is, to have it bounce for the first time in this area. Next, it needs to hit the batter in line with the stumps, unless the batter didn't attempt to play a shot, and then be projected to hit the stumps. In most matches, your team has a limited number of chances to review an umpire's decision if you're judged out LBW but you don't think it's met these requirements. Try this out for yourself. Watch the following delivery and then decide whether to review the decision. Fantastic! You've successfully reviewed the decision. One other way a decision can be overturned is if on review we see that the bowler had bowled a no ball. That's where their front foot was fully on or over the popping crease when they released the ball. The popping crease is the line that you see that's parallel to the stumps. Other than being run out, a batter can't be out on a no ball, and in most match types, the batting side gets a free hit on the next ball, allowing them to play a no-risk shot. Let's see that in action. First, the bowler will bowl a no ball, which will be signalled by the umpire like this. If you see this in time, you can switch it up and play a big shot. Then afterwards, the umpire will signal a free hit. Take a swing! Nice shot! Okay, so now you've got the basics of batting down, let's have a go at bowling. Let's start off with a fast bowler. There are a number of different tactics that you can use as a bowler to try and get a batter out. However, pace bowlers generally do one of two things. They'll try to use raw pace to attack the stumps, try to get the batter to play a bad shot and either edge the ball or hit it up in the air for a fielder to catch. A basic delivery is straightforward. First, move the bowling target to the area that you're aiming for using the left stick, then press the button for standard delivery. Good job! Aside from standard deliveries, there's a variety of different ways the bowler can bowl. For a pace bowler, these include bowling swing, which tries to have the ball change direction in the air to cause it to deviate from a straight path, either in towards the batter or out and away from the batter. Cutters, on the other hand, cause a direction change on the bounce of the ball. They're referred to by Well done. Once you've selected a delivery, the next step is to actually bowl the ball. For pace bowlers, there's two parts, the jump and the release. Press the chosen delivery. Great work.
Morning, everyone. Welcome.
Despite the conditions, the captain is asking the openers to pad up. Might be a costly decision. The bowlers will fancy their chances of early wickets.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Welcome to this match between India and England. Please welcome the players and umpires as they take to the field.
Right, so we're ready to get underway. Always something special about that first delivery. It can really set the tone for the match.
Yes.
Nicked it. There'll be one run here for them.
Catches the edge, first ball.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength. Misses everything.
Nice.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Got right in behind it.
That was a good slower ball. Picked up well, though. Got that defensive shot in, nice and simple.
Digs it out well. Quick onto that in the infield. Hello everyone, this evening.
Well, that's the obvious decision. Don't think a captain has had an easier choice to make. The bowlers are going to need a lot of luck on this kind of pitch.
Ready for the first ball here in the commentary box. What should be an enthralling contest between these two teams.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Bowler.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Lovely. Looked a good slower ball.
That delivery had everything. The ball's really swinging now. This one coming into the body and moving away and just missing the wickets.
Straight to the fielder.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Could that be out? Looks so.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Dwarshuis, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming on to bowl from the Randwick end. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep. They'll push hard. Should get back for 2.
Good return there. Back from the deep. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep. Well placed. Should get a single. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Clark gets off the mark.
Really good shot there.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Yes. They'd look for a couple here. Yep. Big edge. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Bird from the Paddington end. Yep. Thick edge. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Great shot. At least 1 on offer.
Good return there, back from the deep. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running. Stoinis shakes their head. It was there to hit, couldn't make the most of it. Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary. Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot ball.
Yep. Edge. Amazing delivery. Over. The Stars are 1 for 23.
1 for 23.
Quick onto that in the infield.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Wait.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yes. Edge. There's no one there. Could go down to the boundary.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Perfect technique and placement.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Stoinis is really starting to get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt this momentum.
Well, not far away at all. Stoinis will be glad they didn't hear the death rattle.
Yes! Massive edge.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
With the completion of that over, you see the fielding restrictions finish. The captain now has 3 more fielders to work with outside the circle. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Just misses. Must have only been millimetres from hitting leg.
Clark shakes their head. He was there to be hit but couldn't make the most of it.
Huge edge.
Just threw the shot too early.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Waking.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. A couple on offer here.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
6 runs added in the over. The Stars are 1 for 39. 2 full. Got what it deserved.
Full and good night. Just leant on that. Didn't have to do much and got 4.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
There'll be runs here.
Wait.
Timing just a little early on that occasion.
Yes.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple one.
8 runs added in that over. The Stars are 1 for 47.
Waiting.
Doesn't beat the infield. Edge. What a ball. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Can't bowl there. Too full and helped on its way.
There was minimal follow through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Waiting.
10 runs added in that over. The Stars are 1 for 57.
Wait.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Turning down runs that are safe isn't intelligent play in my book. They should be rotating the strike.
Power and precision in that shot.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Enriquez, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Wait. Yes. Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
The captain is heading out to the field.
Yes.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Beaten on the drive.
Duarces with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Cuts that off well in the infield. 8 runs added there. The Stars are 2 for 65. Curran, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the Paddington end.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Edge, unplayable. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Finds the edge. Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot ball.
Edged it. The Stars weren't given much of an opportunity. A very tidy over.
For 66.
We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Yes. A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Gone! Excellent catch, close to the bat.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
For the Melbourne Stars.
Nearly got through them. Just got onto it in time with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. O'Keefe has really kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards.
Right there. Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Wait there.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Russell shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Wait.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
Nice shot.
They got it well away square, nobody anywhere near it in the field to cut it off. Curran giving away too much width.
Wait there.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. O'Keefe in the Randwick end. Middle that one, great timing.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball. But you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Couldn't get it through the field.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary. Stoinis shakes their head. It was there to hit, couldn't make the most of it.
Yep.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good, fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Wait.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Wait.
End of the over, 8 off it. The Stars are 3 for 90. Thick edge. There'll be one run here for them. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
Very sweet off the bat and 4 all the way.
And that brings up the batsman's half-century.
That's a really good half-century. Started well and has continued to up the scoring rate.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score. Doesn't beat the infield.
Yes.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Edge, what a ball. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. The Stars are 3 for 97. Nicely played. Perfect timing.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Bit of a change-up in the field now.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot. Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yeah.
Well placed, should get a single. Caught, what a position to set there, a brilliant catch.
Another one gone, the fourth wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
Reading.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Just threw the shot too early.
7 runs added in that over. The Stars are 4 for 104. This will be the first over of the power play. This pair should be really trying to push the scoring rate along. Wow, that's missed the lot.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Yep.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
That shot sees them get their innings started. Russell will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
Yep.
Nicely clipped off the pads.
Good return there, back from the deep. Worked it onto the leg side and got some easy runs.
Super piece of timing.
Straight through the line of the ball, right out of the middle of the bat.
You can... See how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
A few moves made in the field. totally beaten by the change of pace on that delivery. Very unlucky not to take the wicket.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Wait.
Straight to the fielder. Just misses. Must have only been millimetres from hitting leg.
Well, it was an almighty heave coming down the wicket. We might never have found it if they'd connected.
Christian into the attack now, from the Paddington end.
Yep. Bowler.
Nicely played.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Absolutely nailed it.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Russell didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. That's 2 boundaries in 2 balls. Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
And that's the half century for this batsman.
Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been.
Into the gap, nice shot.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yep.
Time that perfectly.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Randwick end.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on that shot.
Wait.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Not a great delivery. Got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Good precision with a throw back from the deep. Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket. And a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Nice shot, runs possible.
That shot sees them getting their innings started.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball and smashes that one away.
That's the over. The Stars are 5 for 158.
Right on.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder. A couple on offer here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yes.
They'll get at least one.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Yep. Yep.
Edge. Amazing delivery. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Great shot. At least one on offer.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
End of the over. 9 off it. The Stars are 5 for 167.
Yep.
Great shot.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Oh my, that's racing away.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Yep.
Couldn't have played that any better.
It was just a little bit too full and it was beautifully timed.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment.
Yep.
Right in the slot, right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. That's off the middle of the bat.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Henriquez will be disappointed with that delivery.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over, that one. Too many loose deliveries. And that's the end of the innings. The Sixers have been set a target of 188 runs. This is a really defendable total. The openers will need to get their iron very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they're to have any chance. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Gone! What a ball to bowl first up.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Get the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Vince comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today. Out! Caught!
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
And again, see you later, 2 wickets on the trot.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Silk will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Hughes takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
Yes.
Really good shot there.
Bowler.
Misjudged that throw, and the batter survived what would have been a certain run out. Immediately underway with some runs.
4 runs added there. The sixers are 3 for 4. Stanley, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the Randwick end.
Good bowling.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yep.
A beauty, brilliant catch.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Yeah.
Gone! Another one goes. 2 wickets and 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
It was going to take something special, and this is special. Decimated this batting lineup.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. Sixth wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. Doesn't beat the infield. 3 big blows to the batting side in that over. Simply superb bowling. Ralph from the Paddington end. Beaten on the drive.
Yeah, good bowling.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap.
Perfect technique and placement.
Strayed maybe just a little onto the leg side, and that's just been dealt with through the onside.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
That's an outstanding shot. Saw it early, not much width to play with, and driven through the covers for 4.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
It looked like a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire's given it as a wide.
High, high, high in the air. This should be an easy chance. Taken. A really good one too.
An innings that promised much, and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Please give them a round of applause.
Well placed. Should get a single.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A good start, but that's all they've managed. They did the hard work and threw it away in the end.
That is a gorgeous shot. Straight through the covers.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. Bowled in. Beauty. Absolute beauty.
The ball did just enough to beat the bat, and this innings has ended before it could start. Out bowled for a duck.
Yes!
Couldn't get it through the field. Gone. Brilliant in the field.
That's it. They're all out. An amazing bowling display. I felt victory was only a matter of time,